I saw Marmar balling out there.
I'm sorry I didn't go to that game. All right. We live on YouTube. What's up, YouTube?
Hey, YouTube, man. You guys are the greatest, man. We love y'all way more than Facebook.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell notification. Here we go. Commercial. Every time I come in the press room, you're in the press room. Working on our Stars Hottronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on Nacho.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
You get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey?
I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man.
Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they said? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask Pops when we get our job that night.
Of course you can.
Yeah. Y'all actually won an award, the Boss Mag 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Y'all won for that media outlet thing.
Man, I don't even know. Yeah.
Like y'all won. He didn't even know he won.
What'd you say? Who was it?
You won the Boss Magazine 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Congratulations.
Peanut, it's on you.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Peanut, aka Dash Resource. I got my man Stacking Smedro, the Commando.
What's up with it, man? This is Low Energy Smed. And let me tell you something, like, I barely feel like doing anything, man. I didn't come to work today. Okay? Because my blood pressure is high. So I'm going to drink this water to try to... Will this help my blood pressure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, I took a nutrition class when I was in college. Man, listen, man. Look, I'm going to tell you why, man, because it's...
Man, you know about everything. Man, I'm tired of this shit.
Listen.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know why, but to me, I always found like new things interesting. So I took a nutrition class, I took an art appreciation class, and that was just a fit for your schedule when you are filling out your majors and your minors. So to me, like those classes be dope too.
Yeah,
man.
nutrition should be taught all the time, man. So you guys drink water, eat some good vegetables, stay away from fried foods and all of that other stuff, and get with my bro Kilo Lawson Sr. All right, he is a workout king, bro. He will help you lose a lot of weight. Yep. And so I probably need to go over there and see Kilo so I can, you feel me, extend this little shit. I'm like man, in the fourth quarter.
Why you talking about yourself like that, man?
I'm in the fourth quarter.
You not? You keep talking like he about to die tomorrow, man. Come on, man. We doing
Listen,
that,
man. It should be celebrated. You never die, bro.
Right.
You never die. You die to the people that's around you. But you actually probably don't die. You just go back to the circle, go kick it with some of my... I do got friends on both sides. Yeah. I got some friends in Atlanta. Yeah. Got some friends in Dayton. Got some friends in heaven. So you just go kick it with them for a little while, and then you come back as a new child in your family.
Okay. I like that.
All right.
I'll subscribe to that.
So you will be a new child one day.
I believe I've been here before, man.
Yeah. I think so. I think that we all do, bro. But who's to say, man? Who knows, man? But for everybody that is watching the show, we want you to like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification. Please go to our YouTube page. Our YouTube is The Legendary People Podcast. The Legendary People Podcast, spelled the regular way, just like you see it written underneath me right there. On YouTube, like, subscribe, ring the bell notification so you can get alerted every time we drop a new video. And like these videos, man. Yes, like, because it helps us and it makes YouTube put us in more people's timelines and new video alerts. So we get seen and more exposure, right? We want to start by giving a shout out to all of our sponsors. Sheikhs, go to Sheikhs for breakfast. Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. If you're ever injured, call attorney Michael Wright at 937-222-7477. Make the right choice. Attorney Michael Wright. When you want to get lit a little bit, get you some Kiara Wine. Kiara Wine, you can get it for more for less on Riverview or Rosedale, or James H. McGee in Rosedale right there. And theshoparea.com. It's like the baby Amazon, theshoparea.com. Delivery is always free from the store to your door in 4 business days. We are T-Shirt Kings, the home of the $5 T-shirt. You can get 50 T-shirts for $250. Professional screen printing. And if you got a school or any type of team, I can get you a whole lot of money with this fundraising program that I have going. So T-Shirt Kings, t-shirtkings247.com, Gold for Your Mouth, and Camera King Studios. Sell stocks not dope every Sunday on the Dash Resource channel at 8 p.m. My brother Peanut Johnson teaches you how to get a big old bag from investing your money in stocks. And he does it in a way that you can understand, where you won't be intimidated. He gets you started from the get-go. Hold your hand all the way through it. So Sell Stocks Not Dope every Sunday. And so now it's time for you guys to meet our guests. So without further ado, Brother Peanut Johnson, over to you.
Whoa. Man, you did an amazing job again, man, on the intro, man. I don't know what performance enhancing drugs you under and taking, man, but man, keep it up, man. Keep it up. But yeah, so it's funny y'all can't see what's going on behind the scene. So, but yeah, please make sure, you know what I'm saying, like y'all check me out every Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m. Where I do just easy strategies, man, on how you can make money in the market. Last week we talked about Walmart actually joining the metaverse. So instead of you just buying furniture for your house, now your digital characters can buy stuff out of digital Walmart, which that probably sounds crazy, but that is the metaverse, ladies and gentlemen.
So will it be for will it be for your avatar?
Yes.
And your metaverse house, you buy stuff from Walmart.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah. So there's a metaverse Walmart coming.
Man, I can't wait until we can just all live in the metaverse. And just
You've been waiting on this metaverse for how long,
Yes.
man? Before we begin.
Yes.
So anyway, so we're not here to talk about the metaverse, man. You know what I'm saying? You holla at me this Sunday, we talk about that. But we're here to talk about our guests here today, man. And you know, we do legendary people, legendary stories. So man, give me a point.
You
man.
see the that I'll take you back in time.
That's not the time machine we need right now.
That's a legendary time machine.
Anyway, so we got my man Dion, Big Bounty Barnette, man. How you doing, man?
D.
It's good, man.
Oh, bro.
So here on the Legend People podcast, we like to find out the origins of our legends. So without further ado, where'd you grow up, man?
Dayton, Ohio, on Euclid.
Hey, what was it like in the early stages growing up on Euclid? Like as far as you can remember.
Where's Euclid at?
Mixed community.
Where Euclid at, bro?
Princeton and Cornell.
Yeah.
Right down the street.
What, that day?
We lived right up the street from Jefferson Elementary School.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Upper Dayton View.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So like, what was the neighborhood like?
Mixed. The whites was moving out slowly but surely.
Yeah.
But just a peaceful neighborhood.
Okay. So was there any racial tension at all during that time?
No.
Okay.
Probably my mother.
Your mom was the one causing the racial tension.
She had something, she ain't like that no more,
Right.
Yeah, it took her a while.
Check his mic, Smith. Is it good? There you go. Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Okay.
good.
Yeah. So, like, who were some of your early childhood friends?
Smed.
Word.
Yes, sir.
Well, his whole family. I was over there every day. A guy up the street named Jeff Sanders and Robert Taylor.
Okay.
We all still.
So, like, what was your first memory of meeting Smed? Like, what was that like?
I thought the family was crazy. They was able to do whatever they want. Really, they were just. I don't know, man. Y'all was wild, man.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff?
It was cool, but we just didn't. The neighborhood didn't turn up till they moved over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Damn, that's cool.
like, what kind of person was Smed when you first seen him? Like, what kind of stuff was he into? I never get a chance to ask these type of questions.
Yeah.
This is like my research for later.
Junior, he was. Let me see. Always played basketball.
Yeah.
And always wear shoes untied. Remember that? Yeah. He just come in the house and kick them off. And we thought that was kind of crazy because we weren't allowed to do that.
Right.
Right.
And they had, they can have company, whatever. And I just know, like, I think it was Wednesdays.
Yeah, we'd go to the hall or something like
hall.
that. Yeah.
We just didn't know. We was like, what is that? What, you know?
Right.
And like, Joe Witness. What?
Oh, word.
So
Yeah.
we just, we learned through them what that was about.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
So, on the legendary handshake, like, what's your first memory of?
So,
Yeah. This is hard.
well, when my parents passed away, right, I went and moved in with my brother and my sister's father. Okay, and so when we was living before my parents passed, I was living on Philadelphia. Then once my parents passed away, like I said, we went and moved with my brother and my sister's dad and his wife, and my brother Double was my, let's say, godfather's wife's son.
Okay.
Right. So we all was living on Rolling Circle, like over like Kings Highway, over there in the projects, kind of. But it was so many of us, when we started getting these Social Security checks and shit from your parents passing. Okay. So we went and got this nice ass house over on Harvard.
Okay.
And Dion lived across the alley from us. So he lived. Our houses was like back to back. The back of our house was the back of his mom's house, like across the alley and stuff. So I was 11 at this time, maybe about to turn 12. And he probably was maybe 15, 16, But him and my brother Double was like real cool. You know what I'm saying? And my next door neighbor, who was Rob, that him and Dion was best friends. Okay. So I don't know how we ended up meeting each other, but like, man, they just probably looked at me like their little brother. My parents had passed away, you know what I'm saying? And so, but we all would just crack on each other. We didn't do shit but just have fun, bro. We playing video games and we'd be out. We're watching videos. We'd be outside hooping. You know, Dion just pull up. He doing whatever he do, but he come through to check us out, see what we up to, and shit, we kick it. Sometimes we might ride out with Dion, or he might not feel like dealing with. Cause man, like, bro, I was hyper, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, what you doing? Like, just constantly fucking with people, man. You know what I'm saying? But just kicking it, man. And my first memory of Dion was just like, I looked at him and Rob as just older brothers, because for whatever reason they just
took you under the wing.
They took me under their wing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like they just cared about me for real, you know? Right. And so that was just like our little neighborhood crew. Man,
that's dope, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So what elementary school did you go to?
A couple, Van Cleve, Jefferson, Fairview, E.J. Brown.
Yeah.
So what kind of student were you?
Not a good one.
Is that the reason why you jumped around schools, or was it?
No, we was in for some reason my street was it was weird. Like one year I had to go to Fairview. Next year, Van Cleve. So it was something about the busing.
Okay.
Yeah, the zoning would make him change from all the time.
What's one of your funniest memories from like elementary school?
Hell, shit. Off the top of my head, I really don't.
Like Carlos Knox, I don't remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, he hit it with a bunch of I don't remember. Like, what happened last week? I don't remember. All right, cuz you got it. So, so at home, was it mom, dad, siblings, any siblings like that?
I got 3 older sisters, and I'm the youngest and the only boy.
Okay.
Yeah, mom, dad lived up the street.
Okay. So what was the family like at home? Were you kind of like the baby? Did they treat you like the baby, or were you kind of,
the baby boy? Got away with a lot. Got away with everything. Tell you the truth. And I think my mother, I used to say my mother didn't know how to raise a boy, but it wasn't that. She just got a whole lot of brothers, and actually they was able to do whatever they wanted to do. So I guess she just brought that to me, and he a boy. Girls can't do this, can't go out, or he can do whatever. So it was something like that.
Was your mom strict on you, D?
No.
Not at all?
No. My dad was a lot more strict.
Yeah.
But he was cool. Just as long as you do your schoolwork or whatever, get good grades, you cool.
Yeah.
You in trouble.
Yeah. Man, I was talking about something earlier today, man. As a matter of fact, me and Peanut was talking about this, man. Like, a lot of times we talk about how fathers and sons, the relationship, has like a lot of resentment in it, man, because like the father is all in a lot of cases.
Yes.
The father is somebody who is the disciplinarian. So like, let's say that you do get in trouble. Your mom, and you living with your mom, she say, well, you going to stay with your dad, or you going to go over your dad's, or I'm going to tell your dad, or don't make me call your dad. So subconsciously, you're gathering all these feelings of, number one, fear of your father, or feelings of, damn, me going to my father's is a discipline move.
Yeah.
It's a punishment.
I didn't look at it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can see where that,
Yeah,
where that come from, but I didn't look at it that way.
For sure.
Remember I had that goal too.
Yeah.
He the one.
He got it for you.
No.
Oh, he hit you.
You don't remember that?
What?
Damn, nah, hold on, what happened?
Yeah. I said something crazy to my mother, and he was like, "Don't you ever cuss your mother out or something like that?"
Yeah.
And it was me and Robert.
Yeah.
Walking over some girl's house, and he pulled up, and me later on that day just plumb forgot about what I said to my mother. And he pulled up, and he got out the car. He said, "Man, let me talk to you real quick." He got out the car, and when he was walking up, my father, you don't see him that much getting upset. He hides it. It seemed like.
Yeah.
And he said, like, in a cuss word, he said some kind of cuss word, and he don't cuss.
Yeah.
He actually sound funny when he cussed to me.
Right.
And when I seen his eyes, I was like, oh, and he caught me.
Yeah.
Well, I seen that too.
Wow.
And I took off running. I was gone. I ran straight to my grandmother's house.
Damn, bro. I remember when you got your gold, though.
Yeah, so my mother was upset about it.
Yeah.
But I went to the dentist, and I'm like, we're going to have to give you a whole new tooth and this and that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to go.
Right.
And, I know my father was totally against that. But my mother, she was
cool with it.
Yeah.
wherever he want.
Yeah.
That's how I get my go-to.
Did you ever play that situation that you knew that your mom would give you everything you want, but then your father was more like, well, I don't think that your father was necessarily somebody who would like punish you that much from what you're saying, but you could get away with a lot more with your mom.
Yeah, father didn't want me to look bummy or nothing, so he always school clothes, Jordans, whatever.
Yeah.
Mom, she was more. Here go a couple dollars, you go buy it.
Yeah.
But I didn't get. I was far from being spoiled. But it was just blue collar family. Father had 6 kids at this time.
Oh, wow.
So it was. From my mom, it was only 4, and then I had me half sister, half brother. So he did what he could, and it just turned out. It was a pretty good childhood, I thought.
Okay.
You got some comments over here too, D. We got Stephanie Ball checked in.
That's
my baby daddy.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you
Legendary comment section, never lie, baby.
Aaron Allen holding up the strong emojis. And then we got Dennis,
Yeah, I went to Dennis.
yeah.
Oh my God,
Dennis,
my baby.
Yes, sir. Dennis said, hell yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, so like, did you play any sports, anything like that, or?
I played football for 1 year, and I was terrible.
But
But I always started. The team was weak, but
D, do you remember what position you played, bro?
Man, I was lineman and linebacker.
You-
Look how little I was. These dudes from Stivers, man, was big as my dad. I know about me. I remember they had a play.
You was a lineman.
That as big as my daddy.
Ain't no way. You was a lineman. Man, bro. No. He's not a lineman, bro.
I see the tears on your face.
He was little, bro. Let me
I was a lineman. I remember one time with Stivers, I went to go tackle their running back or something.
Yeah.
He drugged me all the way up. I was like, and I went to dust. It literally was like a cartoon.
All right.
After we did our play, every time it'd be a dust pile, and then when dust cleared, we'd be on the ground.
Oh my God, man.
Shit.
All right, man. So like, what middle school did you go to?
E.J. Brown.
E.J. Brown. Was it a different transition from elementary to middle school? Do you remember?
Big difference. I was just talking to my wife about this before I came here.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the 7th grade. I got skipped. Not because I was smart in it. I failed, and I think me and Robert, I ain't gonna say his last name.
Yeah.
But we did so well that first half of the school year.
Yeah.
Because I was, back then you was dumb being, you don't want to be the dummy.
Right.
And we turned around, did so well that they said, well, next year you don't go to 7th grade, you can skip straight to the 8th grade.
Right.
And me and Robert was talking. Robert like, nah, man, I'm not doing that. He said 8th grade gonna be some stuff. I said, shit, I'm going.
Right.
Worst mistake.
to just skip. All right, because you skipped the whole 7th grade.
7th grade. Never seen it.
And how hard was 8th grade for you when you went in?
No, but even the transition, being in a class all day to going to different periods.
Right.
And, lunch breaks was different.
Right.
Then I'm on the football team. And then I'm just trying to hold my own,
Oh, man. I didn't think about, dang.
The worst mistake I did in school.
Would you consider that a legendary mistake?
Oh, super legendary. And Robert didn't do it. And he smooth, sailed right on through.
Yeah. So he stayed in the 6th grade.
Yeah. And so next year he went to the 7th grade.
Okay. Right.
Dang. So with the
Rob,
with like the curriculum, it was super hard. I mean, like did you eventually start to get the wheels turning? Or
no, but it wouldn't. I just didn't. For one, I didn't apply myself because different things started coming into my life, and it just you was walking the halls and kicking it with everybody.
Yeah.
It was just different.
Right.
The front door was easy to walk out of to go skip.
Yeah.
So I took that route.
So what would you do when you would skip school? What kind of things did you get into?
Yeah, I go back home or go to Robert's house.
Yeah.
Right.
Mother didn't. She didn't get on me too bad.
So did your dad ever catch wind of you skipping? Did he try to check you about that, or?
Yeah, tried to a couple times. I actually moved in with him. Remember, I moved on Kenwood.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was like Gestapo. It was terrible.
Was it like
Boys in the Hood?
What Boys in the Hood? Was it like Boys in the Hood?
Damn near. And then I had to be in bed by 8. Summertime.
Compared to being to run the streets a little bit with your mom, like you.
I went to bed when I want, get up when I want, did what I want.
So like that's crazy because we just spoke about that, like where the mom threatened to say, well, if you keeping this up, I'm gonna drop you off your dad. This actually happened to you.
Yeah.
So like, did you feel like you were punished in that moment?
Because I always wanted to live with him.
Okay.
But that part I couldn't.
When you got what you wanted, it was what you didn't want it.
I have bedroom clothes, whatever.
Yeah.
TV, cable in my room, everything. But
what about your dad made you want to live with him before you actually got there?
Good question.
You wanted to live with your dad. Why?
it's your dad.
Yeah.
Hell, I used to tell people my name was Sidney because my name ain't Sidney.
Yeah.
But I always wanted to be
a junior.
Yeah, I always want to be just like him.
Wow. Yeah. Dang.
Even now, I actually live my life around him. Try to make everything. I try to be damn near close to him, but I'm way off.
What were some of the qualities that you modeled your life after that you can say?
He was just a hard worker, and he did what he supposed to with his kids. Even though I was the asshole of the bunch. But.
Right.
Yeah.
So how did school work out that year that you jumped? Did you end up failing and then?
No, I passed by the skin of my teeth, and that's when they turned 9th grade back to high school.
Yeah.
So I went to Colonel Wright. I think I lasted there for like 3 months. It was done.
Yeah.
My mother actually came up there and signed me out. She was like, I was on the phone. Matter of fact, remember my partner Benny Collins?
Yeah.
Okay. I just had some tonsils taken out, and what's that? The principal up there.
Steph said you look and sound exactly like your dad.
Yeah, everybody say that now.
Yuri checked in and said my OG Bounty. Yuri Smith.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's my bro, man. Love you, Yuri, man. That is
What's
my
up, Yuri?
bro, man.
They
for real.
I just got into trouble or something, and what I was up on the school grounds, but I supposed to be at home, but I had tonsils taken out. Somehow they didn't receive my doctor notice or something.
Okay.
So they were suspending me. I'm like, for what? Because you did it. I'm like, no, I was out because I was sick. Well, we seen you up here. Why was you doing on the property? I'm like, well, hell, I didn't know. But actually, I wasn't on the property. I was across the street. But they saying that I shouldn't be there. So a dude named Lamar walked past. I'm on the phone telling my mother what's going on because we had that phone booth in the hall.
Yeah.
And he walked past and he said something like, "Dion, who you on the phone with?" And I didn't say nothing. He said, "Whoever you on the phone with is a bitch."
Oh,
I lost it.
Who's you on the phone with?
My mother.
Oh!
So I cracked him with the phone and got to fighting.
Yeah.
By this time, Benny picked up the phone. Was like, Miss Barnette, because Benny was real cool with my mother.
Yeah.
And he was like, Dion is in a fight. So he hung up. By this time, my mother was on her way up there. She already knew I'm about to get suspended or something.
Yeah.
And we went to the office. By the time she got there, we was in the office. And they said, they was going to give me something. And my mother was like, well, I need to sign him out. And she was like, they was asking like, he allowed to come back? I said, nah, he ain't coming back.
Okay.
She signed me out.
Yeah.
We walked down the stairs. She had that big green Cadillac, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was like, what you about to do? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, because I'm out of school for good. No, she signed me completely out.
Wow.
So she's like, what you about to do? Because she asked me that question like, Dion, are you ever going to, do right in school? I'm like, nah, not really. So she signed me out. She was like, what you about to do? I'm like, I don't know. Probably go downtown. She said, got any money? Like, nah, I remember she gave me $20. She left. I was out.
Damn.
What do you think led your mom to that
She was
decision?
Tired. She was tired.
And
Well,
go ahead.
This your freshman year, but was you hustling at this point?
No. I didn't start hustling until I seen your brother's
Car.
celebrity.
Yeah.
Remember, I went out and bought me one. That white one.
Right.
Yeah, that's what made me start. I seen that celebrity. I'm like, when they opened the garage, because remember, we didn't even know what was in the garage.
Right.
For years or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, who car is that? And you was like, that's my brother's.
Yeah.
I said, oh man, I got to get me one of those.
Right.
That was started.
That's the
Damn.
moment. That's the moment when you saw that car. You say, "I gotta
And
get
I
in the
went out and bought
game."
one. Remember
Yeah.
that white one with the 5-star wheel?
I remember the 5 stars
that
was on
banging.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. All because I seen that car.
What? But so, all right. So now you done got out of school. You in 9th grade. You say, man, I ain't gonna never do right in school.
Yeah.
Cause you you kept getting in trouble in school, just off and on suspended or something.
Yeah,
something
just
happened.
wasn't showing up.
So you get out of school in the 9th grade. What did you start doing after that?
Got the road hustling.
Right.
Yeah.
So kind of like after you got out of school, as life would have it, a couple of days later or
I
something.
say, man, it was probably longer than a couple of days. Probably about get tired of being a downtown clown or something.
Yeah.
Want to be a bum.
Yeah.
And hooked up with 2 of my cousins and went from there.
What did you know anybody that was hustling at this time?
Yeah, man, come on. Remember, well, you didn't go to Colonel Wright.
Right.
End of the day, all the boys would pull up, nice cars and everything, pick up girls that you want to be with.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm walking home.
Yeah.
We just had one on the show.
Yeah, she's right here in our inbox.
In the comments,
right here.
trying to get some
Tina
goals.
Star. Right
Shout out
here.
Tina Star.
Tina Star was the type of girl that was going with them drug dealers.
Yeah.
Out of school, wouldn't talk to none of the kids in school with her, and with all due respect, Tina, we said this on the show.
Yeah.
She came on and was telling her story about her being down at Longfellow.
I ended up going to Longfellow.
Yeah, she said all the
You
dope
know,
boys down there kicking it, popping it, doing whatever it is that they do. And, some dude that she was messing with done rolled up, snatched her up, and got her in the car, said, I don't want you talking to nobody else. And she said, I'll talk to whoever I want to, and said he just slapped her. And that was the start of her relationship of being in abusive relationships and always dating drug dealers. So you 9th grade, you hook up with your cousins that had started hustling.
Yeah, all of us start at the same time.
Right.
Just one of them got some money in.
Right.
You like, man, we can start, start flipping this money.
Yeah.
That's what started.
Like my bro Chemo say, his name ain't Chemo, it's Chemo. He say the very first angel investor in the hood is always a drug dealer.
Yeah.
That's what they always say. Like the very first person that'll put you on with pay me back when you get it is a drug dealer. I mean, we can't just walk into go get no loan or no business, but we can start our own with our own. So
yeah.
But before we go down that path, in hindsight, do you wish that you would have stayed in school and applied yourself before you went down this path?
No, I'm happy how I lived my life.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Nobody. It could have been better, but I'm good.
Okay.
I made it this far. I didn't even think I was gonna make it to the one.
Okay.
So,
So, like, when did you finally? Well, before you got the car, when did you finally feel like you could really be successful at selling drugs?
shit. I think when I seen that first $50 on something so small, I was like, oh yeah, this is the route. And then you see the dope boys in the neighborhood or whatever, driving past the neighborhood, because hell, we didn't have none in our neighborhood,
Right.
So yeah, I'll just say, yeah, this is it. So I end up going to Longfellow to get my GED. And
did mom push you into that, or dad push you?
I
into
wasn't
that?
even living at home no more. I think I was still underage, I believe. And turn around, start going. I just remember one day I just went to school and remember the bag phones.
Yeah.
I'm walking into school with a bag phone, and I put my bag phone on the table. I'm sitting back, they teaching or whatever. And I remember the teacher saying something like, "Dion, you need to move your book bag." And everybody started laughing. And then my mama called me. I was like, yeah. I don't know what she asked me. I just hung with the phone, and the teacher just looked at me. I put my bag phone on the
Because he probably had never seen one before.
But back in those days, bro, you had
major.
to be a baller to have something
was
like that.
25 cents a minute or 27 cents a minute. It was something crazy.
Yeah.
I think my bills used to be close to like $1,000.
Right. And the phone itself, to even get
Oh,
one of the
God.
phones, you had to break some bread or having pagers.
Yeah, with credit and all that.
I still got my pager one pager.
Do
Still
you?
got it.
Yeah.
I don't
Does it
use
still work? Yeah, I was
but,
about to
but no, it's just something I threw and
Yeah.
thrown in a box or something.
A keepsake.
Yeah. Or wear to one of what's the name parties.
Yeah, with Tommy Owens.
Yeah,
The throwback
Tommy
to the
Owens
80s.
party. Yeah. So, was there any like drama going on, or were you under the radar kind of, or did you see?
I try to. We wasn't bad kids. Well, I try to stay, but when you I talked to a old girlfriend from a long time ago, and she said I haven't talked to her in over 20 years, and she said something like, "Yeah, I remember you, Dion. You used to be my little nerdy hustling boyfriend or something all crazy." I'm like, "Damn, I was the nerd to you." Say, "Yeah, you was a little different. You just didn't."
Yeah.
I didn't stand out.
Right.
Like my cousin. My cousin had a Nefertiti hair. This kid.
Big ass.
Big ass gold. I had a little small one. We made the same amount of money, but that's something I didn't want.
Right. Yeah. So besides staying under the radar with that, like, did you see other people that like you were dealing with getting into street drama?
Yeah, I got in a whole lot of street drama.
What was one of those stories?
Hell, shit. I don't want to.
I mean, statute of limitations is up on some of them. You know what I mean?
Come
Yeah.
on, I can say this. I ain't never killed nobody.
Okay, there
but
we
it
go.
wasn't from the lack of trying.
Right. Okay. That's a bar. That's a bar.
The shit I
That's
ever
a
heard on
bar.
the show.
That's a bar. Yeah, so-
It's just always some shit. And I think I put it on Facebook. Remember I had that it's a thing called a bang stick. You can shoot nails into concrete.
Yeah.
Okay, I had one. And I put it on Facebook. I'm like, this remind me of my old days of my 12 gauge shotgun years.
Yeah.
I was surgical with it. And,
Yeah.
people would laugh because, ones that knew me back then.
Right.
My son turned around and went and bought me a Mossberry shotgun
Oh.
Did he?
for my birthday.
Oh, shit.
No, man. We good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a story.
Go ahead.
I know
Oh,
it.
shit.
I know.
Here we go. Yeah.
Yes.
Man.
I know a story. All right, so listen, bro. Like, it was a party, right, somewhere in the View. And I don't know what happened, but like Dion went to the party, bro, with like a couple of other people. I think it might have been Maurice.
I ain't going to say what street it was on.
Yeah, right.
I remember that party.
Right. Went to a party. Something happened.
We ran across some enemies,
Oh, okay.
and I wasn't having it.
Right. With the shotgun. Boom. I don't think he shot at nobody per se, but just kind of like, just turn the party out. Soon as it was over with, they come down to our house. Man, I just shut up the party. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Look at Phoenix's face.
Smell, like, what was that like for you? Because you looked at him as, you know what I'm saying, like the goofy bro that like kicked it and cracked jokes. What was he to you at that point?
No, I didn't look at like I was the little bro that. I mean, he was funny though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we had kind of like warped sense of humor. So that type of shit, we would be laughing about that shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But like, nah. I never looked at him like somebody that wouldn't do that. But when he did do it, it's like, damn, did you? What, did anybody get hit? You know, and he like he said, like we was good kids though, you know what I'm saying? But man, even us being good kids, the environment that we was in, like just going to public schools, you know, you going to school with all kind, like he said, he going to school with all these drug dealers. You know, we listening to NWA, we listening to Eazy-E, we listening to the street shit, the Ghetto Boys. So this is all of the things that's shaping our consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And we like shit. This is a regular shit that's supposed to happen. You know. But man, I know I got another story for you.
Oh, here we go.
I got another story for you. Now we didn't do shit this time. We didn't do shit. We at Church's Chicken. You remember this, bro? We was at Church's Chicken on Gettysburg.
Okay. The legendary
Church's Chicken on Gettysburg and Hillcrest.
Yes,
on Hillcrest. You remember this?
No.
It's me, my brother Dub, and Dion. It might have been somebody else in the car with us though. So as soon as we pulling up to the drive-thru, right, we hear a shot. Pow.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Pow. So we like, damn, what was that? No sooner than that, I think somebody either rolled up on the side of us or got behind us, and I think they might have tried to pull a gun out. Dion see this shit. He like, first of all, bro, this dude's driving, man, is crazy, bro. Like, bro, we ended up getting out of this little tight ass space. I don't even know how he got out.
We know how small that parking lot is, like,
bro. But it's a car in front of us and behind us. He done cocked the wheel and got out. Man, we shoot out on the Gettysburg, man. The car following us right behind us. Oh, bro, we don't got no type of weapons with us whatsoever. But Dion is driving, bro. We had to be doing at least 100 miles or better down Gettysburg in a car following us, bro. And this shit seemed like it's lasted forever, bro. Car just following us. But we driving top speed. We thinking they about to try to just kill us because we like, I guess they thought we was the one that fired the gun or something.
I don't know. We was ordering chicken.
Yeah, we don't know what it was, but it was crazy though. But we finally ended up getting away. We drove to the police station on Roosevelt, because Roosevelt used to have
Roosevelt right there. Yep.
A little sub police station.
Yep.
And
on the worst street in the world, right there on West Second.
Yep. And when we did,
they pulled up too.
Yeah.
Remember, they went past real slow, and by that time I was out of the car.
Yeah.
Looking at them.
Yeah.
They went down. They just went on down the street. We didn't know what that was about.
But I think you told me later on you pulled up on them and told them like, bro, I don't know what that was about, but I don't know what y'all think, but shit, that I didn't have nothing to do with it. But yeah, that was some shit though.
Yeah. So I mean,
that was a real day.
Was it just stuff like that where like haphazardly stuff would happen, or was it like tied to money, was tied to females, or was it just the life that was going on during that time?
Get up and get by wherever you want, do whatever you want, sleep when you want. Just because I didn't smoke weed or drink. Just wasn't my thing. Actually, that shit make me feel depression. When you smoke weed, to me.
Yeah.
So that's why I never got into it. But I don't know what it was. It was just a thing to do.
Right.
Damn near like a job. I turned it into a job.
Word. So I mean, like, what kind of stuff were you dealing? Was it?
Oh, back then, crack.
Word.
Okay.
Hey, nothing like that.
Bro, do you remember when crack first hit Dayton? How was it? What was it like?
Like the day before, then the day after you seen it all messed up?
Well, it probably was out way before I figured it out. But
Yeah.
It just seemed like when I seen the other side, like, damn, you need a plus, people already been in the game. They would give you something like a 5-pack.
Yeah.
Your head took off. About 5, they charge you the same much for buying something an ounce.
Yeah.
Like you getting killed.
Right.
So you got to learn your ways.
Right. So, what made you still want to go back to school now that you're being successful in?
Well, I didn't. I just actually my cousin.
GED, my bad. Yeah.
My cousin, he was getting his GED, and I was like, shit, I'm about to go and get mine too.
He the same one that was in 6th grade and didn't.
No.
Okay.
No, that was a friend of mine.
Okay.
In 6th grade. But like this cousin I'm talking about, he was from Fairborn. He was nerdy, but we is
Right.
we doing what we do.
So, like, was the GED hard for you? Was it challenging at all?
No, I just didn't apply myself. About just went down there for the girls, probably. I don't know. But I got tired of it because staying up all night grinding, then waking up in the morning, getting dressed and everything, and go to school. I was like, I'm done.
Right. So eventually you don't get it. You just go.
I didn't get it then, but I ended up getting it later. Yeah.
Okay. So, like, where does life take you after that?
Hell, more trouble.
Okay.
Remember, junior, I was going to jail at least twice a week.
Yeah.
I was in jail all the time.
Jesus. I mean, like, what kind of thing were you getting picked up for?
Drive with no license.
Yeah.
That's the number one they get us on, man. Driving with no license.
Man, I was going down there damn near like twice. My first wife, she thought I was standing her up because every time I say I'm coming to get her, but we're going to take you out on a date or something, I won't show up. And then one day we were just somewhere, and my father was like, "Yeah, man, I'm glad you got your license. You don't have to go to jail all the time now." And she just looked at me like, "Oh, you wouldn't bullshit."
Yeah.
Like, "Oh shit, I was getting bailed out twice a week."
Yeah. So, I mean, at this point in your life, you dropped out of school, essentially, at this point in time. You're dealing drugs. Mom and dad, they kind of just just let you go, kind of?
Well, my parents always been in my life.
Well, I ain't saying let you go like that respect. I'm saying, like, they were kind of
by the time all this started happening, I was getting of age. I become legal. And hell, it just then you start having babies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thought that shit was a joke. It ain't mine. It's Stephanie.
Yeah.
Oh, what? So Stephanie was the one that came on the very first comment. Where we talking?
Yeah.
It was just some trifling shit,
Pre-production. Right. Wow.
No, Stephanie cool.
Yeah.
She cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got another comment. Yuri Smith says, "Love you, bro."
Yeah.
Yuri.
Yeah. She said, "Stephanie, I'm here." She said, "I'm here." Yeah. Yep.
So,
you start getting into girls, getting your own place, and then you try to, start, I was probably, I ain't gonna say I was the first one, but in my circle, I was the first one to start giving my pager number out to people.
Okay.
So I didn't have to stay in the spots. So that's one thing I start branching off, not being in spots. So my cousin and them, they stayed grinding out the spots, and I was able to, go home and, when I get a call, go meet somebody.
Yeah.
You remember that.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then you start having kids, and then they get boyfriends. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. You know the dude.
Yeah.
My first daughter, mother, she got pregnant. She had a baby.
Yeah.
Probably about 2 weeks after she got out of the hospital. I seen her at Hills. You remember that story? I was at Hills. I'm walking out of Hills. She walking in Hills. Now, I lived on Gettysburg, so I turned around and I'm like, I used to carry my 12 gauge with me like my wallet. When I get up, I go put it in my car. So I was like, you know what, I ain't gonna take that today. I don't need it. It's gonna be a good day.
Right. Yeah.
So I go to Hills, and when I'm walking out, her and her boyfriend actually been over my house and everything, over my father's house.
Okay.
When I was younger. And I thought everything was cool. I didn't even know they was dating. I'm walking out. So
This your daughter's boyfriend?
My daughter's mother's boyfriend.
Okay.
So she just had her.
Right.
So I'm walking out of Hills. They walking past, and I was like, "Hey, how the baby doing? Did the baby need anything? Just being that motherfucker."
Yeah.
So she was like, "Nah, everything's good." This motherfucker having a circuit attack, and I hope he's on here.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was having a real bad. He did have one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I didn't think nothing of it. I go get it. Remember I had that brown Z28.
Yeah.
I was in my Z28, got in it, T-tops out, and he walked up. He started walking to the car, and he was like, "Hey man, let me talk to you real quick." And I thought he was going to just, say what's up. And he was way bigger than me. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I was a little dude. Mm-hmm. And he said, I had these glasses on, Neo styles.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Man, don't you ever." And he went to go smack me, but I turned my head and hit my glasses.
Okay.
By that time, I already done threw the car and drive and pulled off. So I pulled off and I sat there for a minute. I don't like nobody touch me.
Yeah,
my thing is, somebody touch me, you got to pay me like a car accident.
Yeah.
I got to get paid. So I'm like sitting there, like, nah, man. I'm like, I know this dude didn't.
Right.
So, remember, Hills on Salem was up on the walkway was up under the canopy. Mm-hmm. So he turned around.
Hills, hold on. Where is Hills at, bro?
Where Best Buy used to be at. But, no, matter of fact.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Where Lots is at right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. They had the doors, like, when you walk in, they open up, and then another set open up.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I said, I'm going to just run this motherfucker over.
Yeah.
I was pissed. So I turned around, and he see me coming, and he ran into Hills. The doors opened up, and I stopped right there at the door. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, motherfucker, you better run. I was like, he don't know. I'm saying this. Like, he don't know me like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I bagged up, and I knew he was going to come back out. So I turned my car up under the canopy, was on the sidewalk up under the canopy. I'm bagging up. I'm about from here to that wall. He come out talking shit. And I floored it. And he stayed there, he stayed there for a minute. Mm-hmm. But I noticed, he must notice that I wasn't hitting my brakes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm coming in there.
Right.
So I hit the Whitney, hit the doors, and he took off running. And she took off running. I wasn't chasing her.
Yeah.
I was chasing this nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
So I tear all the doors out. 4 doors. 2 rows of doors.
Yeah.
She on her left.
And I'm in heels. No, I'm in heels. And I remember when I went in, I tried to turn my wheels, but so much glass, I slid. I couldn't get up in heels.
Yeah.
And I hit the where they sell the pretzels and everything at.
Yeah.
I remember this black lady was buying like a pretzel or something. She was looking at me like, damn.
Yo.
I back back. I'm like, you better run, motherfucker. And I see him cut through the aisles and everything. So I leave. I go home, man. Next thing I know, because I always use my mother's address.
Yeah.
I got a warrant out for my wrist for that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit. So I go up there and talk to the security manager.
Yeah.
Like 2 days before court. And he was like, I'll tell you what, man. He's like, only thing we want, our doors replaced. We already done get them replaced. They're $829 or something like that per door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was like, you pay me that before you go to court, man. We won't even show up.
Right.
Drop it. A pair of 30s cost $800 and something.
Yeah.
I'm like, man. When he said I checked my money, don't get it.
Right.
I had to hustle and then pay them damn doors off, man. And then I'll go to court.
They didn't show up.
Word.
They said they dropped it. And the judge like, I don't know why, but they dropped it. I'm sitting there like, shit.
I know why.
Bullshit.
Right.
I got up out of that shit.
Yeah. That is some shit.
That is a shit.
That is some. Can you imagine somebody tearing Odd Lot's doors off? And then he like, I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker, yelling out. Damn, D. But listen, yeah. I'm telling you, bro.
Oh, yeah, I seen him run through the aisles. I was mad because I couldn't get my car up in there.
Bro, he'll do some shit.
I mean, obviously,
bro.
You gotta get busy.
No, he not no more. But I'm telling you, boy, he get fucking mad, bro. I'm like, shit.
I just don't. I feel that nobody should touch nobody.
Right.
Not in that kind of manner, man. My thing is, hell no.
Bro,
if a woman get her ass beat, I think, pay her some money. Because she just got in a car accident.
Yeah.
No fist.
I got a story for you, and you might not want to talk about it, but man, when we was kids, bro, we almost lost you, bro.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't want to talk about that, man.
Nah. Hell nah. Right.
Because, the people who know that,
Yeah.
I noticed something about that. The ones that know,
Yeah.
they don't fuck with me. And I understand, because if you don't care about yourself, you damn sure would think, some people think that he won't
care about you.
About
me. Yeah,
right.
for sure.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
This motherfucker off the chain.
Yeah.
So
So like most, it's like drug dealers, they flashy, they buying something at third. So what was the thing was your thing that you like to buy the most with your earnings?
Shit, man.
I mean, you mentioned the car, you know what I'm saying, with the T-top and stuff like that. Like, were you in the cars a lot?
Yeah, about I had cars, but I didn't have no hobbies or anything. Like, I learned a long time ago, jewelry, especially diamonds, ain't really worth it. Mm-hmm. So gold is worth something. But hell, the gold we was buying probably wouldn't. They said it was 10%. 10 carat probably was 5 carat.
Yeah,
it probably was only enough gold
to be shining. Gold. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So after that incident, I mean, like, you get out of that. What happens next in your life?
Shit. No, it just stuff started. I got married. Got married. You remember Kenya?
Yeah.
I ended up getting married to my first wife and had kids, and that would slow me down.
So like, what was the thing that made you settle down and you saw it in her?
Well, it was more that I had a son.
Okay.
I mean, because Stephanie, I had a son by her, but actually being there every day with him kind of changed a lot of things. Then I had another boy.
Okay.
All that just made me, like steady doing wheelies on bikes and all that. Like, hey, they're gonna need me.
Right.
Here. I can't get broken up. So that slowed me down a whole lot. So that made me start doing the hustling a whole lot different.
Okay.
Remember Fred? Mm-hmm. Used to live over there by Bro's Hut.
Fred.
Used to have a yellow vet.
I think so.
He was one of my customers.
Yeah.
But he was. He wasn't no geeker. He was just a smoker.
A function. Yeah.
The dude can smoke and go to bed. Mm-hmm. It was just he would be an old pimp. And got to talk to him. He took a liking into me, so he was like my street dad. And he started telling me things, and then I started doing it. I started seeing a lot of things change. And he always told me, because he noticed that I always get into it with somebody. Always. Yeah. Oh, he's like, man, goddamn, you a magnet? You motherfuckers not liking you? I'm like, nah, man. It just they say I look at them funny.
Yeah.
One motherfucker actually said, man, I don't like the way you looking at me when I say that. What motherfucker?
Yeah.
So he just told me, he gave me two things. He told me dope is worth more than money, and started understanding his logic. Because once you get money, you're gonna spend it. Mm-hmm. Once you got dope,
you ain't gonna. Yeah.
You always drop comes or whatever. And he also told me, he said, well, one day, he told me three things. Because one, he said, never do nothing to nobody
that got more to lose than you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he said, and don't do it in front of nobody. He said, if you do it off to the, make sure nobody knows it was you. Mm-hmm. And then he also said, and this was crazy. He was down there, me and him was talking, and he was smoking. And he's like, man, I want you to ask yourself something. I'm like, what's that? He was like, before you leave here, because he used to have a key to his house. And he said, how did he say it? He said something like, decide before you leave what you let somebody do to you, and what you willing to do to somebody. Or he said it in terms of, what would you let somebody get away with by fucking with you?
Yeah.
Or what would you
not let them get away with them?
He said before you leave. So I'm like, damn. I'm thinking, I ain't gonna let nobody get away with shit.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, I ain't talking about that, hot head shit. He said on some real stuff. So he went upstairs, went to bed, and I sat there for a minute. I said, not a goddamn thing. I got up and left.
Yeah.
So like 3 days later, I was talking to him. He said, what you come up with? I said, not a damn thing. He said, now you got it. And then after that, everything just started. I wouldn't let nobody get away with nothing. And here's the thing about it is nobody know me.
Right.
Nobody. I guarantee you have anybody on here, I guarantee you they don't know who I am.
Right.
Only people I grew up with know me. But or they probably heard of me or something, but they don't know me. Like the big guys, like the person you just said that was in here.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, like, man, you know Dion Barnette? Nah, I never heard of him.
Right.
I stayed up under Just one of those things that if I didn't go to school with you or something, I ain't fuck with you.
Right.
So you was like exit the cleaners, like pay the fool, like the one that wasn't that flashy. You know what I'm saying? Like just behind the scenes, everybody hot around you. You like, man, chill out. But you also turn up too.
I didn't deal with nobody here either. I didn't mess with. Ain't too many people here can say that they actually know. The thing about dating is, it was the craziest. I don't understand. How can you go to a club? That's why I really don't go out. Well, hell, I don't go out. Right. But if I did, somebody invited me out and I stayed for a minute and left. Because it didn't seem right.
Yeah.
But I don't understand how can this clique goes out and be in the club with this clique and they don't like each other. But y'all all in the same
profession.
Yeah.
But y'all don't like each other.
Right.
Or, you gotta think, even look back in the 70s when pimps and players were out. They would hang out at the players' ball together.
Yeah. Right.
But they had beef. They didn't like each other.
Right.
The underlying hate and shit.
Yeah.
But they hang out.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? Nah.
Not you.
Get that fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just talked to my cousin about that. I said, how the hell did that happen? And it's still, I see it today, at a club. I'm not at the club, but I'm just, my shop is right by a club.
Yeah.
And I see them like, man, all them motherfuckers in there. It got to be somebody in there that don't like each other.
Right.
What the hell, y'all? No.
Did you used to go out ever?
I went out, get invited. Like, man, we're going out. You want to go? Oh, I'll go today.
Yeah.
But most of the time, no.
Right. Just because you didn't want to be in that environment.
And I'm not the
outgoing.
Yeah. And I'm doing this, tired of calling and ask me, but I wouldn't even be here.
Right.
It ain't me.
Yeah. I was surprised, honestly, when you said you would come, though. But
a lot of people did. I told a couple people, they were like, what? Oh, hell no. I know you ain't going to do that.
Yeah.
You ain't going to show up last minute. Okay, like Double's wedding.
Yeah.
I was best man.
Yeah.
I can't even go to that. I don't like to be around people.
Man, me neither.
Yeah.
Ask Peanut. Peanut might not know all the way.
No.
But he's probably getting the idea. Man, I can't go nowhere, bro.
They invite us everywhere, and then I show up. They be like, "It was you plus one." I'm like, "Smith ain't coming, bro." Like, Smith ain't coming. Like, I swear to God,
it's very uncomfortable for me to go and be in a large crowd of people like that, man.
I don't drink. Now I drink, a little. But, I just sit there with a beer in my hand all night, motherfucker, hot as hell. Just have something in my hand.
Yeah. Yeah, and going, I don't know, man. It's just, I really ain't enjoying myself, and I'm only going there just because somebody asked me to come, and it's like but it ain't just a club though.
It ain't.
It's like over people's house.
I can't do that either. My family think I'm just a straight up jerk.
Yeah,
I won't show up. It's been 2 times I've been out because my sister called me. Well, mom gonna be there. Oh shit, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And I go over there and sit by my mother.
Right.
Make sure everything is all right with her. But other than that, I don't do the family thing and none of that.
So, like, how did you feel when?
I wonder what's wrong with us, bro.
We ain't connected with what they doing. I don't.
But with your wife, you can hang with her all day.
Yeah. Oh man, remember we worked together about me and her. What I like about her.
Yeah.
There we go.
And what I love about her.
There we go.
That out of all my other girls, I had one that just about every woman I've been with will, they down for their man.
Yeah.
I can't deal with you.
Yeah.
But this one is like, if I got a beer or a pop or something that need a
coaster
or anything, to pop the top off.
Yeah.
Before I even think about it, when I'm turning around to go get it, she already got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like she worked with me.
Right.
When I'm working, I turn around, I'm like, and sometimes I'm like, would you get the fuck out of my head?
Yeah.
Yeah. What
did I? Yeah, I know. Right.
That's what I love about it.
And what did I tell you about reading my thoughts? Yeah. What did I tell you about being in my mind? But yeah, I don't know, bro. Something is wrong with me, though, bro. Like, for me to be here with y'all, even, like, this is a sign that I really am in a cool space.
Right.
But other than that, like, man, my life path numbers are number one, and you might be too, bro. Because one thing about life path number ones, even in a crowd of people, we probably will go and migrate and be somewhere, like even in a room with other people in there, you might go and sit kind of like in a single spot by yourself, or
that's me.
You go and find, like, for example, you like, well, let me go just kind of hang out with my mom. This is my girl right here. I can just rock with her. I don't gotta really be just like so social. But when it's time to be social, or if it's time for me to talk, like, you know, I can rock with you. You know, I'll chop it up with you and shit. But it's hard for me to go places, man. Leave out of my house and go sit at a club or at somebody's spot. I be feeling like I'm out of place.
That's great. I don't even like going to restaurants.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. You know, and my wife, even though I didn't even have to tell her, she knew this from jump.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit with my back against the door. You know? But I'm not even a paranoid kind of guy.
Yeah.
It just because I don't got nothing to be paranoid about anymore. So
I want to ask you about the current era of the street dudes, right? Where they flashy, they all on the camera, they all in the videos, they all holding guns at cameras.
But that's a different generation.
But like, how do you feel when you see that from your perspective?
Shit, they doing him. It just, I don't know. If I probably think differently if I see an old school cat do that. But,
okay.
You know, but it's all these young guys, you know, and when they even how they drive crazy and everything. And one day I was getting upset. Like I said, you know, they look at me. It used to be a compliment when somebody called you OG.
Yeah.
Now it's like, what, nigga? You know,
Yeah.
oh, damn OG. Like,
Yeah.
oh, nigga, I will bust your shit open.
Yeah.
But you know, I had to sit back many a times like, Dion used to be the same way.
Yeah.
I had to be the same way.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, let them go on, you know, just.
Just stay out their way.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to tell you another story. I got pictures of it when, I don't know if you remember me having all these rings at one time. And a necklace and everything. Well, I forgot how I got them.
Right.
So a guy that I work with, he get hired on.
Yeah.
And he was telling me, he said, man, you still owe me $50. I'm like, for what? You don't $50? He said, man, me and somebody came over to my house and sent me some rings. He's selling for $100. And he said, I gave him 50. He said, no, and just come back in a couple of days, I have your money. So he leaves. He said one day him and the same dude came back over. And I remember this. But I forgot all about it till we was in the lunchroom and he was telling me this.
Yeah.
He said, man, dude gave you a pass. I said, what dude? He said, that I was with. He said, you didn't have my money when I came over there. And he said, you started laughing. He said, you got that crazy laugh. And so I'm like, man, you know, I was laughing, but I was like, he's tripping because I don't remember none of this.
Right.
And he said, he got to explaining the rings and everything. So I went home. I seen the pictures. I had the rings and everything on.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, man, he said he gave you a pass then. He said, I was whooping ass back then. He said, I was going to snatch you out of your mama's front door.
Yeah.
Remember that screen door? Mm-hmm. He said he was going to snap you through the mesh.
Yeah.
And he said, I was going to just start whooping your ass. And he said, because you said, man, I just got on, and I'm on my way to Mama Lou's. That would make me like, hold on. I used to go down to Mama Lou's.
Uh-oh.
I say, so I did buy this jewelry from him.
Damn.
So I said, okay. So I started, he was telling me, he said, yeah, man. He said, I was going to snatch you at that your mama's house.
Yeah.
I said, man, that would have been the worst thing you did.
Right.
I said, because I always carry my 22. I said, man, I'd have shot you and that nigga. He said, oh, Dion, I'd have got off before you did. I said, I'm telling you, man. I said, you wouldn't have been here.
Right.
And so we laugh about me and him real good friends now.
Yeah.
I ended up giving him $50 too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, my bag, man, I didn't off of that.
Yeah.
That's honorable, but
he is like,
he ain't gonna tough talk you too, though. You know what I mean?
But I thought he was, was talking shit.
Yeah,
He said,
mistaken.
Mama Lou's.
Right.
Because what about, if you didn't go down to Mama Lou's, you ain't gonna bring that name up. You
Right.
know? So I was like, damn, that was my spot. I
Right.
go down there.
Yeah.
And I said, dude, I'm telling you, he said, and every once in a while, he's like, man, I should have gone ahead and snatched you through that. I said, no. I said, you go back there and thank that nigga. He said, a 22? I said, a 22 long rifle.
Yeah.
That's what they called it.
Yeah. Damn.
For sure.
Gave him his 50.
Yeah, at lunch, I'm like, here, man, my bad.
So, bro, so I know that kind of like you having your son and everything, that kind of like started moving you away from the streets. But then, like, was it anything?
Well, it didn't move me from the streets. It actually made me change up a lot of things I was doing.
Yeah.
You know, didn't want them to know, but still was doing my thing. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. So what was the thing that made you say, I'm cool?
A couple things. Somehow my name got out there. I'm like, how the hell would they know I'm doing this? But it was the things I was buying. I was buying bikes and had like 3 boosters and all that.
Yeah.
When you start showing what you get, somebody gonna peg it. You know?
Right.
I'm like, okay, but they didn't know what it was.
Right.
And then when somebody get to me, what ended up happening is my name just got out on the street, and I think I started getting watched.
Right.
You know? So I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Just woke up one day and I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah. How was the transition from just
Sucked like hell.
Yeah.
That was the worst. That was the worst. I'm talking about
from just being able to do stuff that you wanted to do?
Because I really never did too much. Because hell, basically my kids was homeschooled. When I actually didn't want nobody to know what I was doing.
Right.
It was homeschooled, so I would stay up. I lived in London, Ohio.
Yeah.
So I drive up to Dayton every day, grind.
Yeah.
And late at night when I'm done, go back home.
It was like you was going to work every day.
My neighbors thought I was getting up, going to work. Oh, I pull up. Oh, I see you work doing overtime today, Dion. But he didn't catch it. It was every Friday.
Yeah.
Or every first of the month. He didn't catch I was doing overtime.
Right.
It was just,
That's all.
I don't know. You got to wear a whole bunch of different faces, man. When you run like that.
Yeah. 70 Ball said he an asshole. We got some comments. Yuri, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. It's what we affectionately call staying in your own lane, right?
Yeah.
And then I guess he's talking about the people that be flashing guns, calling that dumbass bullshit and facts, man. So were you taking the money and investing in other things, such as like a business or anything like that?
Nope.
Nah. About just.
Hell no.
Okay. Hell nah.
No, but I wish I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't been on here, but I wish I did because I wouldn't have to work as hard as I'm working now or been working.
Mm-hmm.
But just things I did have, I started getting rid of, like all my bikes.
Yeah.
So I used to race on the street.
Yeah.
Had a whole lot of race bikes and everything. Just say I'm done with it. Jewelry.
Yeah.
They started buying that. You started doing it too.
Buying gold.
Buying gold.
Yeah.
You know, I started selling my gold.
So, are you familiar with this one guy? I remember, I never met him before, but his name was One Leg. It was some guy that he used to always race up and down Gettysburg all the time on bikes and everything like that. He ended up dying in a car wreck on Gettysburg.
I think that was before my time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So.
Damn, what was I gonna say, bro?
So, but when
One
not to
wheel
cut you
was
off,
No.
So, I used to grind so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go to out of state.
Mm-hmm.
Before I got back, me and my partner, we be sold out. Before we on the highway, we sold out. All we have to do is just
Drop it off.
drop it off. We don't know to different people, and then jump back on the highway. I remember we actually lost a rental car before.
What?
No, ticket to West Virginia.
Yeah.
And flew back. Forgot the damn car was down there. And it stayed down there for like 2 months. They was gonna call it in stolen. We couldn't figure out where the damn car was at. And it was like, what? What car? It said LeSabre, white. You know, like, huh? So just so happened, my man down in West Virginia, like, man, when y'all come and get this damn car, it's up under my damn canopy, and I want to park up under there. Damn car been sitting down there, and me and my partner got in an argument who was gonna go down there and get it.
Right.
You know, I didn't want. It was a dry run. I ain't going down there.
Call a damn tow truck.
Yeah, but it just when I got so tired, I used to call my wife, like, pack the boys up, we leaving. You know, because my boys was homeschooled, so we either go to Canada or Pigeon Forge. And I used to get treated like a heroin addict, man. This is the crazy part.
Okay.
That I used to when we go, she would close all the windows and everything, and I would go to sleep because I didn't sleep well, while I was in Dayton, and she'd close the window. They'd go off and do whatever, sightseeing or whatever. I'd be in there sleep for like 3 days. She'd bring me food like a heroin addict or whatever, and then turn around. I'm about to leave. I wake up. I'm refreshed. I go out and kick it with them for a day, and then we come on back home. Everything started right back over.
Man, so like even on vacation, you was just catching up on the rest. Yeah. Man, so like the bikes and all that type of stuff. Like, do you regret not staying in the game, or do you just say like, I'm glad I quit?
I sleep a lot better. I don't care what people know where I live at. Well, my thing is about I ain't doing nothing for shit. Contractors ain't gonna get mad at me.
Right. Right.
So I'm cool.
So like speaking of contracts, so like eventually you got out the game completely cold turkey, and then but you still went and got your GED.
Yeah.
Was that the reason why you went to get your GED? Was to fully take that step forward, or was it?
No, I just knew you couldn't get a good job without it. So I turned around, went and got my GED, got a good job, and haven't looked back since.
Man, that's hard, man.
Yeah.
That is just amazing because there's so many horror stories that people hear. I'm pretty sure you've seen personally and stuff like that. To hear somebody that was upstanding and literally like put it all on the line and then still stop right at that line like, nah. You know what I mean?
One thing every day, your day getting shorter and shorter, getting fucked over. So my day was coming up. I knew, I had more good days than I did have bad days. So I knew it was coming to the end.
Did you see some friends that didn't stop get in trouble?
Yeah. See, I never went to prison. The longest I ever been in jail was 2.5 days. And my cousin jokes all the time. I'm like, nah, you just doing dumb shit. You want to be flashy. That's why you got jammed up.
Wow, man.
I ain't saying that everybody being flashy get jammed up. It just, and plus my people was more like family members. But they became real cool.
All right, man.
Some of them I'm still cool with today.
Speaking of, you know what I mean?
No, about my people.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still cool with them.
So word. So what's next for the great Dion, man?
Shit, I just want to go home. I got to the point, man, right now, I just want to go home, sit on the couch, do my 8 hours, sit on the couch, play with my dog,
Right.
wife come home. My dog, when I come home, that's one thing I do know, he's going to be happy to see me.
Word,
Yeah.
Man. So, man, here on the Legend People podcast, there's a thing called the butterfly effect. Was there something you said during the course of the interview or something I found in the course of my research that I found truly amazing, man? You have this type of like calmness to like how you deal with stuff. So like the average person would underestimate you quickly because they will all just think like you so laid back. You know what I'm saying? To not know that like you actually got a different gear, right?
Yeah, but they say I'm unapproachable too.
Right. But I say all to say is that you having that focus to say I'm gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. Like me and Smith said before, like the hardest thing to do is something different. You know what I mean? Because everybody can just go with the flow of everything going. You see your friends and them flashing money. You see them going to the club every night. Seeing everybody drinking, see everybody smoking. You did it your own way, and to me, I think that shows more of a legendary like focus of which my goal this year was to be laser focused. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot who we had on here that got us on that wave. But you were exactly what I mean by that. You know what I mean? That's like a legendary focus where you can literally say what I'm not going to do, what I am going to do, what I am going to tolerate, what I'm not going to tolerate. And, bro, it's legendary, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have too many clean stories of getting in the dirt and getting out, staying clean, man. Underground legend, man. He the UGK. He the UGK legend.
I can't say,
Underground King legend.
You can't say you can't be proud of it because I was probably one of the, I done messed some stuff up. Another story.
Okay.
Talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
And my son probably going to laugh if he get on here. Look, I told him, he asked me one day, DJ, the one I always talk about this service, me, him, that's my dude. Mm-hmm. And he said something like, he just had a hair of his ass one day, like wanted to know something. He was like, because he know I ain't gonna lie to him, you know. So he was like, Dad, have you ever killed anybody? Like, nah, you know. I told him just like I told you,
Yeah.
for me like a trying. But nah,
Right.
I never got one off. And he was like, I said, but I fucked a couple people up real bad.
Yeah.
He was like, what you mean? I'm like, well, when that day come, I'll tell you. So one day, me and him, I remember the biggest day, we was on Cornell and Gettysburg.
Yeah.
And he was on a passenger seat. And this dude was walking past. And he was like handicapped.
Yeah.
Fucked up, you know. And all of a sudden, I looked at my son. My son was just looking. I noticed my son was just looking at him like he having a hard time. So I turned around and.
Yeah. All right. Give me a break real quick, y'all. We're going to be right back. Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hottronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up. I'm out your way.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
You get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us?
Quick. All right, y'all, I'm back. Hey, Sheikhs for breakfast, Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. If you ever get injured, call attorney Michael Wright, 937-222-7477.
Man.
If you ever get injured by Dion Barnette,
Man, he ain't right. Slit. Get that card out, Smith. Smith, get the card out.
I'm just
playing card. Come on, man. Come on, Smith.
I just playing, D. All right. Hey, and then when you want to get lit a little bit, get you some Kiara Wine, shoparea.com. From the store to your door in 4 business days. T-shirt Kings and sales stocks not dope. Go for your mouth. And Camera King Studios, man. All right, y'all. Come on, D. Back to you, bro.
Well, I was about to explain to him that he wasn't born that way.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, that was a result of me going after him.
Yeah.
And then he was like, look, he didn't understand me. I said, I did that to him. You know, that what made him, and he just looked at me real, you know, a little different.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yep. All right, so let me give you my observation.
Here we go,
man.
Finally get a chance.
You know, man, like one thing that I have always thought about you, bro, was that you was really wise, man. You know what I'm saying? Just
Thank you.
Just how you just go about your business, man. And I always thought that you was really tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you wasn't scared of nothing, and I always admired that about you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I felt like I was ever in trouble, you would probably be somebody that I would come and get to try to help me. You know what I'm saying?
The neighborhood, the family.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I just, you never know how you influence somebody, man, and you never know like something that you taught me back in the day, and I said it tonight. You know, you're not supposed to get into it with people who have more to lose than you. Mm-hmm. You know, so like what I look like losing everything, beefing with somebody that don't got shit to lose. Right. So sometimes you can give somebody the juice and then just to dead that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
You always got to stand up for yourself, but some things just ain't even worth your time. Right. Especially if you got more to lose than the person that you're dealing with. And I always done kept that. You taught me that, bro. A long time, just in regular conversations. You know how you said that you was talking to the who you would consider to be like your street father?
Yeah.
That conversation stuck with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But to him, he might not even remember that. Like you might not even remember telling me what I'm telling you told me before. Wow. So, but that's been a principle that I have had a long time, and especially dealing with my business, because I deal with a lot of street people. Yeah. I deal with a lot of people who is extremely emotional. They might come in here and get picture tees, or they might come in here and get golds, and they are going through whatever it is that they're going through, and they might say something that I could look at even as disrespectful or something. But like if you are a calming presence and you just let them know everything okay, then you can get rid of a lot of that shit, man. And I learned that principle and that move, that finesse from you. Word. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, man, a lot of people might not know you. I think that about me too before I got my store. Like nobody knows me. Nobody knew where I came from.
Hey, you wrong about that because I heard about you when you was up on third.
Bruh.
But they heard about me after I got my store. After I got my store.
With that one?
Well, I'm saying once I got my store on 3rd Street, yes, I became more of a public figure because I had commercials and I was
saw
out
the
there.
movies, man. I saw that movie. I was like, bro, he the coolest dude ever. Bro.
I'm saying before I got my store, didn't nobody know. Don't nobody know.
We know you, man. Give it up, man. The jig is up, man.
I was just working.
Cause you been on the radar, cuz the police would have been pulled you over.
Hell no.
I gotta disagree with that one.
Yeah. I don't think nobody knew shit about me
that's
before
your opinion,
I got my store.
To it, but that's not the truth. Well,
because what did they know about? Where did they know me from?
I don't think they know you. I mean, I remember that Impala you had. I know a lot of people knew you from that.
Yeah.
So that big ass car,
That's true. I did have a cool little Chevy that was major. Yeah, but I just don't think that my name was just like.
Got a comment.
Like Look at that's Micah.
Hey, Micah said,
ask Dion why he do double like that in the kitchen. Tell Dove to call Michael Wright. When Dion and my brother got into a fight, they got into a fight with.
Why you do double like that?
Oh, because Double was talking smack that day, man. I mean, he just got. I don't know what the hell happened, man.
Yeah.
Like, man, he was going off on somebody. I was like, man, you shouldn't have to do it. Just. And he just kept going. And he got in my face. I'm like, what's wrong with this dude? Right. And I was just sitting there looking at him like, and then he said something real crazy to me. And turned around. I looked around. Remember, I picked that chair
up. Hit him with a chair.
What? Like WWF?
Yeah, I was man, dude. And that was my dude, man. That was my dude.
Man.
But he was talking so crazy.
Dion and my brother Dub, man, are for sure brothers. Like, bro, this is my big bro. But him and my big bro Dub, like, they was the same age, like, man, and they just kick it and laugh.
So it was funny because Double wouldn't. He hung with me a lot, but he never. I'm glad he never got that.
That part of
side of that street side of it.
Bruh, did Dub ever ask you to start hustling a little bit or anything?
I think he did like a couple runs for me a couple times, but other than that, no. Nobody. I don't even think. Tell you the truth, I don't even think he liked it.
Right.
Like man, I don't do this shit.
And that's crazy because like my brother would be Dub. You know what I'm saying? Like my older brother would be Dub in that story, and then you would be like his OG. I know exactly who you would be in my story. So it's like
D.
Yeah, like he would be like Onion or like people I grew up that was like my brothers but wasn't like kin to me. Like
right.
And they influenced my brother and my brother hung with him and I was too young to even kick it with him. Like,
man, do you remember, have y'all ever seen the Wood?
Yeah.
But and Stacy?
Yeah.
The OG crazy brother.
If I did see the movie, I forgot about that.
Man, they had this dude that would just be fucking people up, man, that they all looked up to, but one of the little bros liked his little sister. But he was just like, he was the bro that they all just like looked up to and shit. So that's how I would say that you was to me, though. Yeah, bro.
He said poor Dion had a collapsed lung. What?
That's Micah on there.
Oh.
And another thing about like my son, I got a son.
Yeah.
In prison right now.
Yeah.
My oldest son. Mm-hmm. And after he went to prison and everything, he was like he been there a couple times when I went off on people, and he was like, Dad. He said, well, I went to go to the guy's house to talk to him. And he said it wasn't even about no kill. It ended up him shooting the guy, and the dude ended up dying. And he said, Dad, things went downhill real fast. Mm-hmm. He said, you never know. He said, once you get in that situation, you never know. So he said, man, just calm down. He said, because I'm in here. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, damn, you're right. So now, I took that. Ever since he had to get on stand on his 21st birthday. Yeah. So that's how long he been in there. He's about to be, hell, he got to be like 31 now.
Dang. Right.
So he got 18 in life. Yeah. So I was sitting there thinking, like, he been with me a couple times when I went off. He said, you don't think you're going to pull your gun out on this motherfucker. He said, but he do something, then you are going to pull out. Now you're going to prison. Yeah. He said that what happened to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, right then and there, it took me a while, but I just slowly started.
Right,
yeah, man.
Right, you got that jewel that he dropped on you.
Yeah, then people like somebody, would try to disrespect me. I'm like, man, just no. As long as you don't put your hands on me.
Right. That's the way that it's supposed to be.
You ain't nothing but driving crazy.
Right.
Go ahead, keep on driving crazy.
Right. When I see somebody driving crazy, I slow down and let them get.
Yeah, I'm like,
I actually told him like, come on, man.
Yeah. Get it.
Right.
Look. It'd be funny because like they be flying and then you go to the next light and you right behind them.
Yeah.
And you look at them, but they get an attitude.
Yeah.
You pull it up.
Yeah.
Look at them.
Yeah.
What the fuck you
Look at that.
They embarrassed because they know they was speeding like a motherfucker by you. Now that y'all done got caught by the same. Like,
Wait. And the funny thing about that is I've been both of those people.
I'm that person all the time that gets caught up with. I get caught up with somebody that I flew by.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. I know I look stupid.
Look at
Right.
For sure.
Yep. All right, y'all. So, man, we going to go ahead and wrap it on up. But, man, hey, like, subscribe, ring the bell notification. Make sure y'all go to our YouTube page, man, and like, man. Tomorrow, who we got, bro?
Ooh, Mystic is tomorrow. Mystic Gooden.
Mystic Gooden.
Yeah.
All right.
She is a fashion designer. She's been on magazine. It's going to be dope, man.
She major. All
major.
All right. Yeah, what you got?
You asked this already, but what would you tell the younger generation?
There you go.
That's doing what you was doing coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like you 10, 20 years later now, what advice would you give them?
Just, man, my thing is, I'm making the same amount of money working. Probably take me a little bit longer, but I got everything back that I bought with drug money. Mm-hmm. I sold everything, turned around. It took me some years to get adjusted to it, but once I found the right
thing that you like to do,
I got it, and it took off.
There you go.
And I'm blessed, and I don't use blessed that much at all, but I'm blessed that I learned the skill that some people, it's people out here to do contractor work, and I tell them all the time, good work ain't cheap, cheap work ain't good, but just when you get at me, don't just do it. Somebody paying you to do something, do it right.
Right.
You're getting paid to do it.
Right.
Even you got a job. I'm telling you, it takes more time. I learned this probably my first year. It takes more energy to fuck off.
Yeah.
Than it is just going in and do your job.
Oh
and
my
God. The day is gone.
Yeah.
Like, and for instance, that makes me think of those days that we used to skip school. It's like, man, like you got to skip school, then, man, I got to find somewhere to hide my book bags, so I ain't got to be carrying these big old books. Then it's like, you got to hang out a little longer, because, like, normally you be home by now. You got to, like, compensate for that time.
Yeah.
Have you ever...
That's hard.
Have you ever just didn't go to work one day, and then, I ain't going to work, I don't feel like going.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's 5 o'clock, like, damn, I should have went to work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
My thing is, man, the streets ain't how it used to be. And I broke my back trying to keep my kids out of that shit.
Yeah.
My kids, I hate to, I ain't gonna say I hate to say it, but my sons, if you see my sons, you would think those not my kids. Because I raised my 2 boys by myself.
Yeah.
Their mother, when we got divorced, she gave them to me.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
Yeah, I raised them by myself.
That's a butterfly effect within itself, because you went with your dad for a moment, so you got to see what that's like. So you had a different perspective when you got your son.
Well,
that's hard.
I didn't even know how to cook.
Yeah.
That was frying food. A friend of mine, a female, said, Dion, you can't feed them babies fried foods every night.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, it's good. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I raised them boys myself.
Man, you know what though? Like, it's a whole lot of shit to sell. Like, everything that's in this room, from these plaques to the TVs to the computers to the earphones and cameras and shirts and hats, like, everything that we see around here was once for sale. So I'm saying, like, you can sell anything. Dope ain't our only option to sell. You just got to find something that's legal and figure out your way to sell it. And you can start small. Yeah. And then just grow into what you become. You can work and be selling some of these things. And some of your coworkers and your classmates or whoever that you're around, those will all be your clientele. So it's a lot of shit to sell. Dope ain't the only thing. Pick something and sell that, and then it'll be a lot better for
Perfect segue for Sell Stocks Not Dope. Sundays, 8 o'clock p.m., man. Holla at me. I got y'all. Start small. Start small till you ball, man. But go ahead, bro.
No, but to say that, is I use scrap metal.
Yeah.
I used to drive around and find that's I really about.
Well, from trapper of the year to scrapper of the year.
Like, damn. I went on a date. Had a pelly leather jacket on everything.
Mm-hmm.
I drove past wash and dry. That blue pickup truck I had. I picked it up, put it in, and we went on a date. I could see $20 blowing down the street.
Right.
You know, and she was cool. She was like, "Oh no, shit, handle your business."
Yeah.
But I didn't. Man, that to me, I found any kind of way to make a dollar, and then I just start.
Yeah.
Setting which way I was gonna go.
Right.
That was me. You was talking about that one day that we was in the basement and you was down there praying. I said certain people want to make money a certain type of way, and the people that's real hustlers gonna make it by hook or crook, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I work.
I salute that. Yeah,
I work. You feel me? Ain't none of that. And every business owner that I know, man, like that I know, man, they work their businesses, bro. They might not do. They got people working with them. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't get into that you work for me type shit. Yeah, like, man, we a team. You working with me. We working. Yeah, I jump. But, man, I can come in here. I do anything in this store, including go in the front. And, man, I'm going to make a shirt for a customer. I'll go downstairs. I'll screen print. I'm going to come back here and engineer shit and multitask, man. So, you know, find you a business that you don't mind working at, man, and you'll be all right.
I like that saying you do every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Start your own business.
Start your own business, it'll work.
Yeah, your good ideas will work. Yeah, they will. Like, you be waiting for somebody else to come and do your good idea.
Yep.
It don't make no sense. That idea was crafted for you. And anytime you run into a problem, there is a business in the solution.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. Good businesses are solutions to problems. So yeah.
Pay some bills, man.
All right, man. Hey, all right, y'all. All the sponsors, man. We love you guys, man. Y'all come over here and break some bread with me, man. All right, D. Peace to you, man. Peanut. All right, y'all. I'm not in the same room with them.
Here you go, cappuccino. He drinking cappuccino.
I technically am not in the same room with you.
There's no barrier separating
What is this? I'll close these curtains on y'all right now.
He want to debate us. He
is
always
this
want to
a
debate.
Different room, D?
I bought him yesterday.
Different room.
I bought him yesterday. Now he want to debate. He want to debate now because I bodied him yesterday. You feel me? It was 3 on 1. It was 3 on 1. Smith for 3 on 1. Come on, man. That's a victory.
Peanut, listen, just because you say a bunch of bullshit fast and loud don't mean you want to debate.
The comment section. Thank you, bro.
You are a master debater. A master debater.
He can come in masturbator every episode.
All right, peace, y'all. We love you guys. Peanut, what you got for me?
Man, Legendary People Podcast, Legendary People, Legendary Stories, man. Cop some shirts, cop some merch.